Welcome back to another weekly setups, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the last week we might trade, depending on how price action is going, right? So I have good pairs for this new week too as well. So let us see what we have. All right. So coming over to my screen right now, I'm done analyzing over 20 pairs using fxalexg set and forget strategy, and this is what I came up with. Right. So this right here was the pair we were holding last week. It was GPP for sales, right? So right now, what we happen to find on this pair was that we need a retest back into this level, which is the 4-hour area of interest right here, right? Which have clearly been respected by price multiple times, right? To continue selling. So if you remember last week, we didn't necessarily reach take profit targets, right? We closed at here, we closed here, so we didn't necessarily get to take profit target. The reason was because there was no longer session, right? It was on Friday. That was the last session for the week, right? So we just need a retracement back into this level to continue selling from the sales of last week, right? So we need 1 hour to also give us the opportunity, have the break and retest, clean price action for us to be interested, right? Another thing that we need to note is that when price gets to this area and we get all the necessary requirements to sell this market, this will be our take profit target point, right? It will be the structure point of the 4-hour time frame, which means if we enter here, right, if we enter here and we put our stop loss in the appropriate place, and then we put our take profit to this target, it will at least it should at least be showing us a 1:2 risk to reward ratio for us to be interested in actually selling, to continue selling, right? So we'll see what happens with that market, right? Again, I'll update you guys on the Telegram. USD JPY is the next pair I'm waiting to see for this week. If you read this price action well, you can clearly see that this price action on the daily. If you read this price action well, you can clearly see that this price action here on the 4-hour is actually currently bullish right now, right? Daily time frame is also bullish, which means we have two time frame in sync, right? So from the weekly setups, from the longer version of the weekly setups, we could actually buy from here. We can actually wait for a break retest to buy from here. But I was explaining why it's actually way more wiser to actually start buying from here, right? This is the clean area of interest too as well. It has 3 taps, all those good stuff. But from experience, I can tell you guys that buying from here is still very risky, right? Buying from here is way more safer, right? By the way, the EMA is also going to be above holding as support. There's going to be a lot of things to confirm that here price action is actually currently bullish, right? So here is going to be way more cleaner for me to actually buy this market, right? So that is the next pair, USD JPY. Next pair, GBP So GBP is a very strong price, it's a very strong area of interest, right? This right here is the weekly time frame. As you can clearly see, this weekly time frame has held price multiple times before. So right here, 1, 2, 3 times, right? And this price action was formed over the course of about 1000 days, right? Over 1000 days, right? Now we did not have any price action under this level for over 1000 days, and price is now currently above that level, which means that the only thing we can possibly do is to buy this market, right? Now the daily time frame is also merging together with the weekly time frame. So on the daily time frame, you can clearly see multiple rejection from that same price point, right? Then also this black line right here is supposed to be around psychological level, but it's not around psychological level. This right here is just a point where price has clearly respected to the T, right? As you can clearly see right here. Now from price action, you can clearly see that the daily time frame is now clearly bullish, and the wisest thing for us to do in a bullish market is to look for where to buy, right? So in this price action, I'll simply be looking for price to come back into this area for us to buy, right? We'll have to see price action together. We'll have to see price get back to this area on the 1 hour time frame. I also have that shift of structure to the upside to actually buy, right? I don't actually mind taking these markets, taking this trade on the 4-hour time frame, because it's not going to be that horrible, right? So we just need to wait for price to get into this area to buy. Might happen this week or might not happen this week, right? So other pairs I'm actually looking to see this week, which might be good, is NZD card number one. Waiting for a break and retest above this level to buy, right? The longer version, I explained why, instead of buying from here, right? Another pair is Euro JPY, right? So that is the 4-hour time frame. Is another pair I'm willing to see So this one, I might take it, I might not take it, but the best way to play this market is either to wait for a break and retest above this level to buy, or the break and retest below this level to actually sell, right? So that's that for Euro JPY. CAD JPY, CAD JPY, I'm waiting for a retracement back into this level to buy, and the last pair is Euro AUD. Euro AUD, I'm waiting for a retracement back into this strong support and resistance level to actually look for reasons to sell. So that's pretty much the pairs I'm willing to see this new week. And subscribe to the channel, it's absolutely free, and I'll see you guys in the next week's setups.